everyone, I'm dropping in this week to talk to you about very exciting release of our third edition of the Ultimate English Study Guide. So if you are somebody who's been patiently waiting for this, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So let me tell you what's the goss on this new edition and see whether or not it's something that is going to be a good fit for you. So the first thing that we're really excited about, at least the study guides, is the fact that this new edition literally has every single VCE text on the syllabus. We have incorporated a little bit from each text within this study guide so that it's relevant for you, so that you know, all 4 of your texts are in there somewhere and we touch upon it in some sort of way. I want to be completely honest with you and let you know that not every single book has equal proportions written on them. So for example, there are 8 pairs of comparative text, which means that because there's only 8 pairs, it means that we have more time to actually go into these texts. So for example, if you're studying Ransom and Invictus, Stasi-Land and Never Let Me Go, Penelopiad and Photograph 51, if you're studying Year of Wonders and The Crucible, we have multiple essays on these particular texts. But for a couple of the other comparative ones, we have less material on them, purely because 1, not as many students are studying those other texts. 2, we do try to cover them as well so that you still get examples, but it's just that, you know, it's still a book and we can't literally include every single thing that we can on that actual book in our study guide. Otherwise, it would become a study guide on your book rather than a study guide about VCE English and going through the 3 sections: text response, reading comparing, and analyzing argument. That's just something I want to be completely upfront with you about. It's the same case for text response as well. Text response, there's even more books. So the most popular ones we tended to spend more time on. The ones that we felt, you know, only 1% of you were really studying, we'd integrate it into examples, but there's just less of it. Having said that, the whole point of the book, the way that it's written, is so that regardless of the example, you have something that you can take away from it. So it's just like any of the videos that I do on this channel. Yes, they might not be on your specific text, but even if you watch them, there's going to be something general that you can take away from the tips and advice that I give. And I always try to do that just so that, you know, you guys can watch all of my videos rather than just, you know, selectively choose only the ones that seem relevant to you on the surface. The second thing is that we've taken up a lot of feedback from students and we've improved the study guide yet again. So this isn't our 2nd edition, it's our 3rd, which means we've improved upon our 1st editions 2 times now. And so I'm really excited to say that we have included more sample A+ essays in there, and that's just something that you guys are really craving for. So we wanted to be able to support you in that. Yeah, I think that's actually the main feedback that was given back to us. I think everything else, like, people were raving highly about it. You know, we've got 5 stars on our shop page, on the actual website. We've got amazing reviews on Google and Facebook as well. So go ahead and check them out if you're not sure and you just kind of want to see what other people found helpful for them. The other thing is that we've improved the reading comparing section as well. So previously, you know, in the 1st edition and 2nd edition, while we did iterate and make improvements, I think now that we've gone through a couple of years of students actually doing reading comparing, everyone kind of knows what they want from students, whether it's examiners and teachers, and it's becoming a lot clearer in the VCA examiner reports, which means that we can tailor our information in our teachings to ensure that it's the most up to date. So we've included different ways to structure your comparative essays that we previously haven't before, and my illustrator really went into the layout of things to make it visually understandable, because I know that, you know, with a lot of study guides, it's literally just like a box and that's it. You just kind of have to figure out how everything weaves in, but we really tried to use colors and waves and blobs to make it very clear to you how everything comes together in a body paragraph, let's say for example, and even as a whole, as an essay. So the third edition is now available as an ebook on my website, so I'll put that in the link up above for you. Now there's a 30-day money back guarantee, so you know, no pressure. We've only actually ever had one person return their book, and the reason for that was because she was under the impression that there were a lot of samples for Ransom Invictus in our second edition, but we kind of made the silly error where we had split up Ransom and Invictus into 2 separate paragraphs, and they weren't really comparing, which is something that we've totally overthrown and improved on in our third one. So I think, you know, negative feedback is always going to be constructive feedback if you learn from it and improve it. So I really hope that for you guys, it's going to be very beneficial for you. If you are kind of unsure, but you just want to see it and actually use it, you can download a sample as well if you just wanted to have a peek and see what's going to be there for you. And so yeah, if you've got any questions, then just feel free to ask them in the comment section below. If you're a teacher from a school watching this, then please contact me if you're interested in having your book in schools or for your students. We do book discounts, and I'm all about supporting the teachers. So yeah, get in contact. Email is just down in the description box below. And my last question is, are there any study guides that you would like me to create, and what would you like to see next? And I'll see you guys next week. Bye!